Everybody, hello and welcome to my Pilates Online. My name is Sabrina and I'm going to take you through your intermediate advanced Pilates routine this evening. This is the last one for the month, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me all the classes that you will join. And we're not going to use any equipment today, just our bodies. Going through a nice, pure flow of movement, stretching and strengthening. All right, so I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you're going to join me on Monday morning for my last HIIT class for this month as well. All right, let's get ready to begin. Standing at the top of your mat, we're going to start with some roll downs. So parallel your feet fist distance apart, tucking the pelvic floor, elongate the spine, arms at your sides, standing tall. Inhale, reaching the arms back, lifting the chest up and keeping the knees soft. Active upper back, nod the chin, exhale, roll down. Leaving the hips behind, inhale, pause, exhale, roll up. Restack, tuck the tailbone, open wide collarbones. And again, inhale, arms back. Reaching up. Exhale, nod, roll down. Letting the neck go, hang the head heavy. Inhale, deep breath, exhale, roll up, stack the spine. And again, breathe in, reach wide through the arms, swing through the shoulder joints. Nod, exhale, roll down. Let go. Inhale, exhale, rolling up, drawing your deep abdominals. All the way up, we go for one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, nod the chin, soften the arms, roll down. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, roll up. Stack the spine. Interlace the fingers. Push the palms facing outwards. Rising through the arms and the heels. Hold the balance, hovering on your toes. Nod your chin, looking down to the mat. See if you can pull the arms behind the ears, lifting the chest up, connecting all your toes into the mat. If it's harder to hold the balance, hovering a little bit lower with the heels, then do so. Few more seconds holding the balance. 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels down. Gently release the arms and hands. On the shoulders, circle through the elbows. Big circle up. Inhale, exhale, wide and full. Good. Nice full circles. Elbow up, all the way up, back and down. 3, 2, 1. Hands at your sides. Grab and interlace your fingers. Extend your elbows. Pull your shoulders back wide. And then drop your ear to shoulder gently. Roll the chin in half circle round. Ear to shoulder. Chin in, roll it round. Keep your hands and arms steady. Equal and even. And roll it halfway around again. Just getting a nice deep neck stretch. And again, rolling in. You'll feel exactly where the tight spot is here, where you need to just hold a few seconds. Halfway circle and stretch. One more each side. We need these. Stretch the arms back behind you. Last one, last side, half circle round. Find the stretch. And then release the hands and shake it out. Okay, I want you to soften your knees, and like a ragdoll, I want you to just twist your spine, let your arms hang. Knees are soft. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, center it on 1. Interlace the fingers, pull the fingers down, holding it, not getting a nice stretch at the top of your forearm. Left hand pulls right fingers down. Arm is in line with your shoulder. And on the other side, just to get a little bit of flexion in the wrists. They so often in extension, especially if you've been busy typing a lot. Good, and just rotate the wrists. Right, big roll down. Inhale, arms. Exhale, roll down. Walk the hands forward into upside down. Reposition, pushing away from your hands. Hold that stretch. If your back is not flat, bend your knees to get more length through the back. Drawing your rib cage down and towards your thighs. Trying to get your heels as close to the mat as possible. And then releasing your head and your neck. Good, little bend and stretch through the legs without moving and changing the shape of the spine. Try and get some movement and stretch in the back of the legs. Back stays flat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, you're going to bend your knees onto mat. Be in this hands and knee position. And we're just going to do the cat stretch over here. So exhale, round spine, draws up and in, protraction through the shoulders. Inhale, reverse the curve through to extension, ribs down, chest open. Make sure you're not scrunching the back of your neck here. Open it up. Exhale, tap, tilt. Round up, fold it. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, reverse the curve. Open it up, inhale. Exhale, tap, lift. Inhale, extend, arch, go down. 2 more, exhale, round and lift. Inhale, lengthen and extend, keeping your joints stacked. So shoulders are above the wrists, hips are above the knees. And neutral the spine out, circle the shoulders around the wrists. 3, 2, 1, reverse direction. 3, 2, 1. Join the feet, join the knees together. Flatten the feet, sitting back. Hands together, palm to palm. Slide the back of the hands to face one another. Turn them to now rotate, palms face one another. Grab the fingers, pull the fists in, and exhale, empty your breath out, dropping down. Inhale, tuck your pelvic floor and lift up over the chest. Exhale, roll down. Sitting on your heels, drop the hip. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. I don't want you to feel lower back strain here. I want you to tuck your pelvic floor and open the upper back. Exhale. Inhale. Try to get your movement to move with your breath, to move with your movement. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, down. Last one. Hold it here. Open the arms, tuck your toes, and reach for the heel. Reach for the heel and hold the opening. If this is too much for you, okay, then try just one side. Hold one side, arm up and over, reach into that side stretch. Feels absolutely fabulous. And then to the other side, heel to hand. If you want more of a full double, open the chest, lift it up. Otherwise, one more time, side to side, inhale. And over to the other side. And release it into rest position. Walk your hands to the right hand side. Take a deep breath into the stretch side body. And then walk your hands over to the left. Stretching the body to the side. Open up that side body. Bring it to the center. Tuck your toes. All right. This next one's going to be interesting, so see how you feel. All right. In this position, I want you to drop your chest. Look at my elbows now. The elbows go back. All right. Chest, chin, extend the spine. Tuck the toes, push back. Chest, chin. Extend the spine, flatten the feet. If this is too much of an extension for you, you're going to extend to here where you can manage. And then tuck back into your rest. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up to where you can manage. Exhale, release. Chest, chin. Inhale, up, extend the spine. Don't hang into the shoulders. Lift out of the shoulders. Exhale, release. Mobilize the spine. Chest, chin. Stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, release. We do two more. Inhale, bend through those arms. Chest, chin, stretch it up. Exhale. One more. Bend the arms. Chin, chest, chin, stretch it up. Maybe getting a nice abdominal stretch. Tuck those toes, push back. This time, lift the knees up. You're in that upside down V position. Flat back. Good. This is quite an advanced one, so hold the V stretch and maintain the stretch if you're not going to take it a step further here. Step one challenge, lift your left leg up. Maybe you want to shorten the V. Really squeeze and hold that right leg up. Stick with this, or a step further, right hand walks to the right foot. Pause. Find your balance, find your focus. Step 3 would be placing your right hand onto your right ankle. Otherwise, keep it where you can hold balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Lower the left leg down. Push away. Right leg up. Sweep and hold it there. Squeeze and hold as best you can. Nice and strong. Or, step further, walk the left hand to the left foot. Keep it there. Keep the leg up nice and high. Or if you're ready, a step further, left hand onto left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Good, good, good. Bending one knee at a time. 8, 7, stretch it up, flat back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, going to be a little flow. If you know sun salutations, you'll be familiar with this one. And what I want you to do is not worry about the nitty-gritty, but more being able to step wide, open the hips, and get back to standing position. Create a bit of a flow. If this is tough for you and you feel you're really tight, you can just have a chair in front of you and you can modify. Hands on the chair instead of all the way at the floor. It's going to make it a lot easier. Okay, so just learn how to move your body at home, and you know if you need to make things a little bit easier for yourself, or if you're going more for that challenging version. Okay, at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, flat back, forward fold, drop and hang in that stretch. Hands at your feet or on a chair. Inhale, big step back with the right foot. Go far in that lunge. Why? Because you want your ankle directly under your left knee here. Stacking joints. You don't want to be in that angle, knee diving over. So really get those stacked joints. Get the pelvis to drop down. Here's your stretch. Knee can gently land on the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up a little bit more. It's not the head. This is the neck moving up. I want you to relax your neck. Lift your chest up. There's the back moving now. Good. From there, hands to the mat. Tuck the toe. Maybe hop it a little bit forward and then step back with the left into your V position again. Here we're going to do the knees, chest, chin that we just practiced. Knees drop down. Chest drops down. Chin drops down. Stretch through extension of the spine. Flatten your feet. Tuck the toes, push back into that upside down V. Now we're going to step the left foot back again into that deep lunge. You may need to hop your foot another extra step forward so you're in that lunge. Inhale, lift your spine, lift your chest. Exhale, one big step back forward with that right leg into that hanging forward fold position. And then lift the head, lift the chest. Here's your flat back, working hard to stand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms. That's one round. Let's go again, left side. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, lift those sit bones as you fold forward. Release. Now the left foot, big step back, lunge far back. Lower the pelvis down slowly. Drop your knee. Inhale, lift your spine and chest. Open the back of your neck. Place the hands back down. Maybe bring that back foot forward a bit. And then step back into that upside down V position. Hold. Knees drop down. Then the chest. Then the chin. Inhale, extend the spine, flatten the feet. Exhale, pull the core. Tuck the toes, push up into the upside down V stretch. Big step back with the right foot now. Bring it forward again, so in that deep lunge stance. Hop forward with left foot, drop the head, lift the sit bones, stretch. Inhale, lift through head, chest, flat back, working hard all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, bring them down. Okay. So we did the right side, then we did the left side. That's one full set complete. We're going to go through it again, a little bit faster, a little bit more flow, now that you know what's coming. Ready? Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, fold and half. Right leg back. Inhale, big step. Drop the knee. Lift the spine. Exhale, push back into upside down V. Hold your breath, drop your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift through the extension of your spine. Tuck your toes, push the pelvis back. Exhale into your upside down V stretch. Left foot forward, big lunge step. Inhale, lifting your spine. Exhale, hop your right foot forward, dropping into that forward fold. Inhale, rise through head, chest up to stand, reach through the arms, lower them down. Right side complete. Into left. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, tilt the pelvis as you lengthen and drop down. Good. Now we're stepping back with left foot all the way back. Lower the knee. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, step back into the V. Hold your breath, dropping your knees, chest, and then the chin. Inhale up through extension of your spine, flatten your feet. Exhale, push back up into that upside down V. Inhale, lunge forward with your right foot, lift your spine. Exhale, step forward with your left, drop into your fold. Inhale, rise your head, chest, arms up, hands down to the chest, second round complete. Good. Knees together, feet together. Sitting back on that imaginary chair, inhale, reach your arms up, but keep the upper traps here soft and light. Hold it there. Squeeze your knees together. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Find the inner thigh connection. Try lean back, put more weight into your heels, and hold. And put your arms in T position as well. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your heels up without your height changing. Squeeze your knees together, keeping your feet parallel, tucking your core. Good. Circle the arms. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4. Keep your legs steady. 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels up to stand. Very nice. Okay, have a little sip of your water. Okay, we're going to take it down to the mat. Laying on your tummy. It's not nap time yet. So legs as wide as your mat. I want your arms as well in a V position as wide as your mat. If you really got that upper neck and shoulder tension, you're struggling to dissociate and draw down into your mid and lower traps, then rather position your arms a bit wider, okay? It's easier to stop scrunching up into your ears and to actually open up, pull those shoulder blades down. So in this position, just draw your belly in, tilt your pubic bone into the mat. You're holding a nice tucked in pelvic floor, which is supporting your low back. Right hand to the low back. You know these ones. Inhale, left arm, right leg, lifting both the shoulders up and back equally. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, lower. Three more. Find mid-back strength. Equal level hips. And level heighted shoulders. Reach up and lower down. Lengthen right arm, left arm behind lower back. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, exhale down. Breathing in. Be mindful. Sometimes we do this, we don't realize we're tilting slightly to the side. Be aware of the weight of your two hip bones in the mat staying the same. Be aware of both the shoulders lifting equally. Be aware of not leading with the chin, keeping the back of the neck open as you lift. 2 more. Last one. Up and down. Good. Both arms, both legs. Sometimes I feel we get so lost into the core work and drilling of the core that we forget about really getting into the strengthening of the back muscles, of our postural muscles. They really, really need this. So hang in there. Let's go. Inhale, arms and legs. Exhale down. It doesn't matter if you don't lift high. then it matters that you're lifting the spine as a unit, not something like this. Okay? Open it up, reach, and lower. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Hold it here, bend the knees, grab the feet or the ankles. Try and flex your feet and push the feet away from you. Don't worry about how high you can lift the feet. Use the holding of the feet to lift your chest up higher. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it down. Push up into rest position. Give yourself a breather. Good. And then lift yourself up. Side lying. Palm facing up. Make sure you're in a straight line. On your mat, legs in line with your hips. Hand in front of your belly. The higher your hand is, the easier the exercise becomes. So just lower that position. Avoid the shoulders crunching up into the ear. Legs are equal length, feet are flexing. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lift the legs up to hover and hold it there. Feel that you can balance on your hips. You're not rolling forward or backwards. You square the hips and you're actually trying to create length through your legs. Good. Now keeping the legs up hovering, you're going to start scissoring them. I want you to keep your legs in line with your hips, so don't drop them. Everything else is stable, your hips don't move. How wide you open your legs is going to depend on the stability of your pelvic bones. Inhale, exhale. 5, squeeze your bum cheeks. 4, straight legs. 3, 2, 1. Ending with the top leg behind you. Hold it there, split legs. Lift the split legs, pulsate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together, still hovering. Lift the arm, find your balance. Feet are still flexing. Lift those pinky toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Excellent. Lift yourself up. Bend your knees and stretch the side you just worked. So you're leaning to the direction of your feet. Okay? Side bend towards your feet. And then you'll feel the stretch. Otherwise, it's going to be pointless. Deep breath and lift yourself up. All right. Other side now. Straighten yourself. Aligning yourself to the mat. Palm facing up. Lowering the hand down. Flexing your feet. Balancing square on hip. Inhale, exhale. Lift those legs up. Keep them the same length. Hold them up. Good. Feel that you're not rolling backwards or forwards. Keeping the legs tight, in line with hips. You're going to start walking the legs. It's like that one machine in the gym. I can't remember the name of it now. The elliptical machine or something like that where you do that skating. Except you're doing it with straight legs. Straight legs and super steady hips. You want to almost completely dissociate this movement from anything else. Grow the legs longer. You're going to feel them working deep within the hip sockets. Strong straight legs, quads are engaging. To keep the legs straight, 2 more. Ending with the top leg behind you, pulse the legs up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find the balance. See if you can maybe let the hand go and hold the posture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join the legs, lower them down. Good. Lift yourself up. Swing your legs to the other side and lean towards the feet. Opening up the side that we just worked. I know those side series are little zappers, but they're so good for you and they're excellent. I love the side series. Okay, we're nearly there. Side kick now. So I'm in a kneeling position. I want you to drop your hand in line with your hip and your knee, and then extend the leg. So right now I'm on my right hand, left leg is out. It doesn't matter if you don't do the same one. Watch this back foot doesn't start creeping in over here. Pull that foot back. It's going to be in line with the knee. Make sure your spine doesn't start rotating close. Open the spine up to the side. Good. Inhale, exhale, leg up and down. Don't hang into that shoulder. Press the floor away from you. Stabilize and hold. Two more. Last one. Hold the leg up. Lengthen the arm up and over. Trying to create one long diagonal, horizontal line of the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending the knee. Hand reaches for the knee. Lift the knee up. Hold. Squeezing bum cheek. That's knees on the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen back out to that horizontal line. Bring the hand to the hip and let's go. 8 more. 1, 2, exhale. 3, 4, 5, all the way. 6, 7, and 8. Bring the knee in and lift up. Let's go over to the other side. Hand in line with your hip. Stretch, lengthen, long line of the body. Hand to hip. As high as you can, abduction. Exhale, inhale. Keep the spine and chest open. One more, hold that leg up. Lengthen, arm up and over. Holding this diagonal line of the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the hip, lift the knee, grab hold of that knee, lift the knee higher, trying to open up the left hip as well. So the left glute is active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen with control. Back out into position. 3, 2, 1. Hand returns 8 more of the leg. 2, 3. Look to your hand if the neck is straining. 3 more. 2, and 1. Bring it in and wiggle it out. Okay. Sitting in this position. Starting with right leg in front, left leg behind. 90-degree angles. Knee in front of hip. This left leg, try to open that hip and get that foot a bit back. Your foot, don't let it hide behind you. Open that foot out in line with the knee. And then walk your hands forward. See how low you can get the chest. Just giving yourself a little stretch. Rising back up. Left leg, no hands. Knee up and down. I want you to be mindful of not having to move the body like this to pick the knee up. You're going to use much more targeted area with stabilizing the body, even if it's a tiny lift of your leg, just so slight like that, it's fine. Exhale up, right into glute, or into hip socket, which is glute. Getting into deeper, shorter, smaller muscles. 3, 2, One more, hold the knee up and release it down. Left foot at the back, pick it up and down. Left foot up and down. Exhale, squeeze. Minimal shift of the body, lift. If you're feeling instant cramp, it's not abnormal, all right? The hip's just in a bit of shock with you doing these movements. So you just want to loosen it up. Remember, getting mobility is not just about holding long, deep stretches, but also actively moving and strengthening in the tight areas as well. One more, hold the foot up. Try lift the knee up as well. Knee and foot are up. Pulse it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Good. Change legs. Left leg in front, right leg behind. Already just in this position, maybe you're feeling a stretch. Open that right hip, left knee in front of you. Breathe in and exhale, lower the chest down. Rising up. Right knee with minimal to no shift, up and down. Hip joints and shoulder joints are most mobile joints of the body. So, and the hips are often tight. We're always walking on the legs are stronger. And the shoulder area is so much more mobile and loose. So we need to really work on strength and stability of the shoulders and really getting mobility and stretch in the lower body and the hips. 2 more. Last one, knee up, hold, and down. Try to lift the foot up now, through the back, up and lower. Foot lift, squeeze. Squeeze. Feel what muscle needs to contract to lift that foot and squeeze even more tension into it. Three more, try, avoid shifting the body. One more, hold it up, try lift the knee as well and pulse that leg back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Good, bring the leg forward. Cross the legs in front of you. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach it forward. Roll up slowly, change the legs. Inhale, arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll up. And then in this position, I want you to just open your feet wide, about as wide as your mat. You're going to drop your knees to the right. Try to get both your knees to touch the mat. Lift the knees up, drop them to the left. Down to touch. Lifting up and drop. Lifting up and drop. Lifting up and drop. Lifting up and drop. All the way. One more each side. Up and drop. Last one, up and drop. Good. Bring the legs together. We're going to lay down on the spine for a little bit of abdominals. Okay. Lowering yourself down onto your spine. Knees are bent. Interlace your fingers behind your head, supporting the weight at the base of the skull. Now remember, I always say this, stabilize your neck and your shoulders. You shouldn't be flapping. You shouldn't be lifting chin up and down, okay? You start in a stable position and your movement is coming from your spine to lift you in flexion and lower you down. Okay? Completely dissociating any sort of neck and shoulder movement there. So inhale, prepare. Hover your elbows into peripheral view, so just in the corner of each eye. Keep lengthening the back of the neck. Relax the muscles of the face as you inhale. Exhale, chest lifts up. And inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, chest up. Inhale, lower. Again, lifting up. And lowering down. Exhale, chest up. Just high enough that the shoulder blades are off the mat. Not that the ribs are lifting also. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale, chest up. Inhale down. Good. Now start adding a tabletop leg with your chest lift. Exhale, up. Inhale down. Look that your hips stay level. And inhale down. You don't want to tilt the hips, so drop one hip and shift, stay level, as if I put a teacup on your tummy, and the tea in the teacup's going to stay level as you exhale up and squeeze, and inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Lift up through flexion and down. Exhale. Keeping that neck and shoulder stability anchored. Exhale. Level weight of the tailbone at all times. 2 more. Exhale up. And 1 more. Inhale down. Arms out in the T position. Legs up into tabletop, pin your knees together. Make sure you have a flat back and your knees are squeezing together. Legs stay equal length. Tilt the hips and legs to the right. Inhale, shoulder blades remain anchored. Exhale, pull back to the spine, to the mat. Inhale, legs over, keep the shoulder blades anchored. Exhale, pull back. You're going to tilt as far as feels good, as far as you can keep your knees pinned together, as far as you can keep equal length of your thighs, and lift up. Inhale, over tilting. Exhale, pull back. Breathe in as you lower the legs. Exhale, pull back. One more each side. Last time on the last side. And pull back. Good. Make sure you've got no towel or cushion under your head, that you flat on your mat, hands at your sides. Inhale, legs stretch away from you. Exhale, up and over into your roll over. Flex your feet, straight legs, maybe drop them down all the way to the floor if you can reach. Try not to look side to side, just to protect your neck. Maybe bend the knees to the sides of your ears for a deeper stretch, if it feels good. And then lengthen the legs back out. Try flatten your hands, your palms, your wrists. Float the legs back up, hold. Keeping the thigh gap between the belly and the thighs. Roll down slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. Bend the knees and release it. We go again. Inhale, knees extend away from you. Exhale, we lift here. This is where the abs work. Lift the hips up and then over. Up and over. Flex your feet and hold the stretch. Otherwise, you're just going to do some pelvic curls. You can always modify this with some pelvic curls or some roll like a balls or a stretch or movement that you really prefer and feel works well for you. Legs up to hover and roll the spine down slowly with control. We're going for one more. Inhale away. Exhale up and over. Good. Going into a full shoulder stand here. So if you want to put your hands to your hips and pelvic bones, you can. Or they can stay to the mat. You're going to lift those legs up. Up, 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 up. Squeeze the bum cheeks, point the toes straight up into your jackknife position. Your elbows are already tucking in towards one another. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the legs down. Straighten your arms and roll down slowly, slowly, slowly. Anchoring down, bending your knees and just rocking spine side to side, letting everything jiggle back into place. Center yourself in that position. Hands on your knees, you're just going to circle the thighs, circle the knees in the hip sockets. Using the hands as if you're stirring to pots, change direction. Mobilizing the hips. Good. And then placing your hands just beneath your knees onto your shins. If you feel in your abdominals, your neck tends to take strain, and rather do this series with your hands behind your head. If you're not worried about your neck, then place your hands just beneath your knees here. Take a deep breath in. Tabletop your knees a bit more. And then exhale, lift your chest up, hold. Just the shoulder blades up, keeping space between chin and chest. Stretch single leg. Inhale, exhale, change the legs. Staying on the exact same vertebra, remaining fluid, steady and controlled as you transition through your legs. 3, 2, 1. Legs together. Inhale, double leg stretch. Exhale, circle around. Chest stays up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Reach the arms. Exhale, circle around. 2 more. 1 more. Exhale, grand finale here, hands to head. Stretch one leg, opposite elbow to knee, crisscross. 8, slowly, 7, shoulder blades up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, lift up, balance. Roll like a ball. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Can you roll like a ball without holding the ball and being able to keep the ball steady, still, and stable? Nice rounding through the spine, fluid motion. And hold it there. Feet on the ground, lift the spine. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, lift up. Reach, exhale. Inhale. Tuck the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift up. If it's challenging, just walk your feet a little bit more forward. Inhale, lift. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale, lift into the flat back, lift the chest, reach the arms behind your ears, growing taller. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, tuck, roll down halfway, hold it there. Move the arms without moving your hips or your spine. Open, close. See if you can pull in and soften the six back. 5, 4, 3, 2, roll all the way down on 1. Step your feet in, just a little step. Open up the shoulders and collarbones. Reach both arms and fingers, going into pelvic curl. Inhale, prepare. Tucking your pelvic floor, roll the hips up all the way. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll down. Breathe in, prepare. Scoop and tuck. Roll up, exhale. Inhale, exhale, roll down. And repeat. Tuck, exhale, roll those hips up. Squeeze the glutes, really get the tilt of the pubic bone. And roll it down. Let's go for one more. Inhale, exhale, scoop and tuck. And exhale, roll down. Good, 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 good. From here, we're going to do roll like a ball all the way up to stand. Okay, if that's too much, you're just going to go down, down, up, up. Alternate down, down, land light, up, up. Keep your posture, all right? Otherwise, 5 rolls with me. Tuck, sit back, lightly, inhale, exhale, up, stand. And again, tuck, slowly round, control. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Reach. 2 more. Tuck, keep it steady. Inhale, rise up. Last one. Rise up. Reach tall. Hands come down. We'll do one final roll down and finish it off this evening, everybody. Inhale, reach the arms up. All the way up, nice and high. Exhale, mount the chin, roll down. Drop and hang over there. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, roll up. Go for one more and finish it off. Breathe, lift it up nice and tall. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, roll up. To the top, all the way. Good. Well done, everybody. You did it, you done it. Drink some water. I hope you're feeling fat. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you Monday morning for your HIIT workout.